Welcome to the Dating Kinky Podcast, a cast about love, sex, romance, and kink. In my local Discord server, there is a battle going on between the ragey young queers and the olds. It's not a big battle, maybe just a skirmish, finding a balance in the culture. And I get it. I'm one of the olds now, not one of the olds who run the country or who voted for the ones running the country into the ground. But when I was a baby queer, anyone over 30 was part of the monolithic olds themselves. And yes, I'm kind of salty thinking about how I raged and marched and volunteered for the Quilt Project before they were born. And now I'm not fill in the blank whatever enough to be in and not counted as one of the olds. But not really. I'm actually so in love with the fact that they have so much more freedom than most people I knew growing up, and that they have an actual chance of burning things down. So age is on my mind today, and especially age in politics and kink and, well, sex. And that's my topic. My best sex life started at 40. A man approached me on a chat app the other day. Very handsome, fit, charming. Eventually asked me if I was into older men. I looked at his pictures and I was confused, so I asked him, how much older? He said, well, I'm 42. I mean, I guess that's older than 23 other ages of men, because I'm not counting anyone below 18. Sure. But considering I'm about to turn 49 in less than 2 months, I'm not going to call that older. After talking with him a bit, I kind of get the feeling that he believed that it was all downhill from there. And for him, it may be. Not for me, though. I mean, I don't think I have the all-night stamina, or not often anyway, that I once did. But that's not how I measure my sexual life. Instead, I measure it in how much pleasure do I feel? How confident am I? How much pleasure do I give? How affirming is my sex? How connected do I feel to the people I have sex with? Now, I'm not saying this is how everyone should measure their sex. I would guess a lot of people don't care about connection or look for affirmation from their sex. I know for a fact some people don't care about the pleasure they give. But I'm also not the only one who has said that sex has gotten better as we've walked over that hill. And it's not just for women either, although that is a trope, that women's sexual peak is later and men's sexual peak is earlier. But that's also been debunked. Unless you're just specifically talking about that go all night and hard member thing. If that's all sex is to you, well then, I feel like your sex might indeed go downhill as you age. But at 40, I met my pet. And we agreed that we wanted an amazing sex life and that nothing would threaten that quest for us, not even each other. So perhaps, aside from actual physical conditions, it is really just a mindset, a framing of values and priorities. And as I am running up on 50 fast, I'm expecting my sex life to continue getting better. What are your thoughts? What makes sex good for you? Wherever you are in your life, is sex getting better? Or do you feel your pleasure is decreasing as you age? Thank you for joining me today. If you love this episode, please share it with others who would enjoy it. And please do join me on our new apps available in the Google Play and Apple App Stores. Dating Kinky. It's built by Kinksters for Kinksters, poly, queer, trans folk, and anyone not quite vanilla, and it's free. Find me on FetLife as Nookie Notes, and on Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and Medium as Dating Kinky. We're on Instagram as Dating Kinky Official, all one word. Also, find me on the new Moan app in beta for iPhone. I'm Miss Nookie there. TheMonapp.com. Have a kinky day, and I'll catch you next episode.